Getting started with ATS490. Hello. Today, we will guide you through the installation, wiring, and commissioning of your ATS490. ATS490 can start and stop motors used in applications such as compressors, conveyors, pumps, fans, crushers, mixers, grinders. Unpacking. Unpack your ATS490 and verify that it has not been damaged. Scan the QR code in front of the soft starter to get your product data sheet and the technical documentation in digital format. Verify that the mains voltage value is compatible with the product. Mounting. Install the ATS490 inside a cabinet. The product has to be mounted vertically as shown in the printed Getting Started. To have more information about the mounting conditions, please refer to the ATS490 user manual. After mounting, wire the ATS490. In our example, we will follow the diagram given in the printed Getting Started. The system must be protected against short circuit and the motor against overload. Q1 circuit breaker provides the short circuit protection. The motor overload protection is provided by the soft starter. T1 transformer, used to adapt or reduce the power voltage to the recommended control voltage, A1, A2. Q2 fast-acting fuses, protection of the soft starter, to be used only when Type 2 coordination according to IEC 60947-42 is required. Q3 circuit breaker, protection for the primary of the transformer. Q4 circuit breaker, protection for the control part of the soft starter. Wiring. Start by wiring the ground cable and the motor cables. Then, wire the mains. Remove the red sticker. Wire the ATS490 control supply. The A1 and A2 terminals must be supplied within 110 to 230 volts AC. To access the control terminals, open the cover. Wire the control terminals according to the run and stop management. ATS490 supports 2-wire or 3-wire control. In the factory setting, the parameter 2-3-wire control is set to 2-wire control, and 2-wire type is set to transition. During the Simply Start configuration, set the parameters according to the wiring that you have chosen. Commissioning. In our example, we will configure the ATS490 to run a centrifugal pump using a squirrel cage induction motor Class 10 thermal protection. Power on your soft starter by switching on Q4, then Q3, then Q1. The soft starter is powered on and mains is supplied. At first power on, you must go through the initial setup procedure. You must set the language, time zone, date, local time, and set the cybersecurity policy. In this example, we select Minimum Cybersec to set no credentials and access the main menu. If you want to set credentials, select Advanced Cybersec or download an existing configuration. For more information about cybersecurity, refer to the ATS490 user manual on se.com. Now we set Access Level. It will change the parameter visibility. Here we select Standard. Once it's done, go to Simply Start menu. Set the 2-3 wire control parameter according to the wiring that you have chosen. Set to wire type for the run and stop management. For more information on other settings, refer to the ATS490 user manual. Set motor nominal current according to your motor nameplate. Motor nominal current determines the current of the motor thermal monitoring depending on which motor class is set. Set the following parameters according to your needs. Limiting current. Set the maximum current authorized by the soft starter during the ramp-up phase according to your application. It is a percentage of motor nom current. Acceleration. This is the time for the soft starter to start from 0 torque to reach nominal torque. Initial starting torque. It is the initial torque setting during the starting phases. It varies from 0 to 100% of the nominal torque. If set too low, the motor may not start as soon as the run command is applied. We set type of stop to deceleration. Soft stopping by control of the torque is well adapted for this kind of application. By default, torque control is active. Refer to the user manual for more information on torque and voltage control. We can now set deceleration to set the time to decelerate from the estimated torque to standstill. Then, set end of deceleration to set the final torque level between 0 and 100% of the estimated torque at the end of deceleration. As soon as the estimated torque is below the value sets in end of deceleration, the motor switches to freewheel mode. You can now start your motor. Refer to Run and Stop Management in the user manual. As we are in 2-wire control, we apply a run command by closing S6. The motor starts. We apply a stop command by opening S6. The motor stops according to type of stop. Status LEDs and troubleshooting. At any time, LEDs can be checked in order to know the status of the soft starter. For more information, refer to the user manual. In case of troubleshooting, scan the QR code displayed on the graphic display terminal to get error codes explanations. For example, if you have an invalid configuration error, you can get the probable cause and how to fix it. For more information, download the ATS490 user manual on se.com. Thank you for watching. For more information, please visit our website.